Welcome to Paul's Wanderings, the channel for those that like to get out and explore their surroundings. Today I want to talk to you about the pros and the cons of using a hydration bladder when you're out hiking. So I'm going to give you 3 pros and 3 cons of using a hydration bladder when you're out hiking. I have written a script for this video and I am going to read right from it. I am not one of those YouTubers that can write a script, memorize it, and just talk to the camera. So, let's go! So, pro number 1 for using a hydration bladder when you're out on a hike is that the drinking tube that you can put over your shoulder allows you to take a sip of water without stopping or reaching into your pack, making it a much more convenient way to stay hydrated. Pro number 2 for using a hydration bladder when you're hiking is a higher water capacity. Hydration bladders typically hold 2 to 3 liters of water, where the typical water bottle will hold 1 liter. So you're able to hike with much more water in a much more convenient way with a water bladder over a water bottle. Pro number 3 for using a hydration bladder when you're hiking is you get more even weight distribution. Since the bladder sits within your pack, it more evenly distributes the weight of the water and makes for a much more comfortable hike. Now that we have discussed the 3 pros of using a hydration bladder when hiking, let's talk about the 3 cons of using a hydration bladder when you're out hiking. Con number 1 when using a hydration bladder when you're out hiking is that they are harder to refill than a water bottle. Unlike water bottles, which you can refill quickly from a stream or other water source, hydration bladders require you removing them from your backpack, which can be quite a hassle as you may have to unpack quite a bit to make it easy to remove that water bladder. Con number 2 of using a water bladder when you're out hiking are the risk of leaking or of breakage. If the bladder gets punctured or the hose disconnects, it can leak inside your pack and potentially soak all of your gear. I was at the Lonesome Lake Hut several years ago, and one of the kids that was out for a group hike had pulled his backpack to bring it closer to him, but instead of grabbing the pack itself, he grabbed the hose and disconnected it from the bladder. So now he had a huge leak within his pack. I had something similar happen to me several years ago. I was trying to go out and hike a trail up in the White Mountains, and suddenly my back was getting all wet and I couldn't figure out what happened. And lo and behold, my hose got disconnected from my bladder, so it leaked all over my gear inside. So that ended my hike rather quickly. So not any fun, but it is a hazard of using a water bladder when you're out hiking. Con number 3 of using a water bladder when you're out hiking is that it's hard to keep track of how much water you have taken in. Since the water bladder is stored in your pack, it's difficult to gauge how much you have left without having to stop and pulling out the water bladder. I hope you found this video helpful in helping you understand the pros and the cons of using a hydration bladder when you're out for a hike. If you did, remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so you know when I put out a new video. And if you like this video, I know that you'll love the one that'll pop up right here. So until I see you again in my next adventure, this is Paul signing off.